Hey Brad, how you doing? Welcome to the stream, dude. Yep. Found the failsave. So yeah. Woo, recovered from the heart attack I had yesterday. So yeah, my apologies for that, guys, but found it in the end. Just had to go back into the config files of the game and go back into history and then reactivate an old autosaves or a number of them and found it. So luckily found the latest one as well. So yeah, all good in the end. But yeah, what a pain. So yeah, I've opened it up in scenario mode again, and what I have done is extended the borders right out now. So that now gives us all the way up to here. And all the way up to here, the city. So not too bad. So I thought what we'd do, we'd get the train worked, get a couple of coasters in, and go from there really, guys. I think what we're gonna try and do is probably have a gigger go round the park like we always do. Hey Kayla. Yeah, I'm still not happy with the game, the way it makes you feel sometimes. I mean, I just literally, I just wanted to close off from the world yesterday after realizing I'd lost all this. But hey, is what it is. So yeah, but we're back, we're good. So just to kind of finish up where we were on the last stream. So basically I think pretty much did all this and kind of tidied that all up together. So that's now all sorted. You'll see I put a taxi rank in and extended the path out, so it makes it a little bit more realistic. We did the verge all the way around here, so this now is all bermed off, which looks pretty decent actually. I'm coming around, people walking around, looks really good. And then we just had some finishing touches to these bits around here. We did put the toilets in, excuse me, off stream prior to the last one, and the stream before that we did all the cars, which I think make a huge difference to how it looks. I'm not necessarily going to put any more in. Reason being, I don't want to waste a load of piece count. So my thoughts were, as if we do it busier to the end of where they kind of have to walk to get to the park, it kind of makes it look more full when you're at eye level anyway. You know what I mean? And a little bit more realistic as well. So thoughts are for tonight then is to get a basic layout of how the park's going to be. And who knows, we may end up with 2, maybe 1, 3, 4, 5, who knows how many coasters in, subject to how long we go. Don't know if we're going to be doing any theming, because I'm still stuck on where I want to go with this, and after realising yesterday that I thought I'd lost it, I kind of switched off to it. But prior to that, I was still struggling with this entrance, because the bit that's getting me is whatever I do behind here is going to be seen. So I've either got to rethink the entrance plaza, or really get on with how I want to do this. But I thought, well, one way of countering that is do a layout for the park, and then maybe something will trigger in the head to work that. Who knows, I may end up with a dark ride here. Who knows, we may end up going down with a dogleg right down here to a ride. Who knows, and the gig I may go all the way around the back here, and I may just burn this off with a big hill and some trees just to kind of, you know, mark it off, and then at least we've still got that whole area. The nice thing. Hey Colin. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm a little bit embarrassed, but hey, it is what it is. I didn't mean to throw my toys out the pram. I just, at the end of the day, it happened to me before and I couldn't find it, and I lost. Thunderland Adventure Valley would have been a very different park if I hadn't have lost a save in that. So my apologies, guys, but welcome to the channel, anybody that's new, and thank you for sticking with me, and I'm just so glad I managed to find this. So yeah, I love how the vibe that this is giving off. It's just so cool. So anyway, I've got a big question to ask everybody, and I'd like a genuine answer, if that's okay. What did you genuinely think to the Channel 5 review? I may spark some wars here. And I'll express my honest opinion in a minute when if anyone wants to pipe up and say anything. So what I'm thinking is, if we have a big gigger start here, and work its way up the lift hill and then kind of bank round, and at least it kind of then goes round like so, and then comes around the back here, does a bit, comes back through, and then we kind of just bring it round maybe onto a lake or something around there. So I guess first thing to do is do a lake like we always do, guys. So how is everybody anyway? Is everybody all right? Okay, it's just a rough kind of thing, guys. So just see how that sits. It's a bit big, if you ask me. I don't need to say anything then. I think that's the general consensus, unfortunately. But yeah, let me be honest with you. The reason why his other video went so well, the Adventure Valley one, was because he... Hey Scar, how you doing? Oh, no worries. Don't worry about it. Was because he got himself into the park. It was an actual review of the park, you know. It was someone going for a walk and a ride around the park and actually just enjoying the views and everything. There were points where he touched on areas and stuff, but ultimately it was just a walk around and a chat about the performance of his computer, really. So I'm glad I'm not the only one. But you can kind of see that in the amount of views it's had. But anyway, I won't go on. But yeah, upsetting, should I say. Quite upsetting. Because I thought... The bit I didn't quite get at the beginning was where it was like RyRy was especially building this park for me to do a mega build and showcase on. And I was like, well, not necessarily. It's just a mega build. It was my park. But anyway. And then he says that he's let down the fact that it was a Disney park. But then, I don't know, it was just all conflicting to me. And I didn't know what to take from it, to be perfectly honest with you. I think he enjoyed it. But then he was just constantly, every time he said a positive, was covering it with a negative. And it was like, well, maybe I'm just taking it wrong. I don't know. But anyway, I doubt it's going to do what it did with the other park. So, we'll see. We'll see. Shame, really, because I thought it was an awesome park. From a realism point of view. And like I said, it was never meant to be a Disney park. And yes, it has that Disney vibe, but has its similarities. But, you know, I guess ultimately people that didn't watch the build will make it... Just think of it as a Disney park, you know? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. So I thought instead of doing a Studios Park or something like that, I thought, well, why don't we just build another Thunderland Adventure Valley-esque park style? A bit crazy. go from there, really. See what happens, like we did last time. Just place and see, place and see. Just do a bit bigger, a bit more detail. Yeah, I was really excited by it as well. That was the thing, is that I was looking forward to it because I thought this is detail, this is buildings, this is scenery, this is everything you want from a real life park. Take away, even if you took away the castle, you know, you could say it wasn't a Disney park, but at the end of the day, it was just like when he went through the pirate area and went on the pirate getaway, and then came off it, didn't even look through the exit or anything, just zoomed straight off, straight out into the area and straight into the city area. Didn't even bother looking around, and then ultimately had to go back to that area at the end to visit another ride. And I just thought it was not the best review, should we say. I'm trying not to be horrible. Hey Phantom, no worries, dude. Hope you're having fun, mate. We're just getting a footprint for the park, buddy. I've extended the borders right out now. But yeah, it was upsetting, but I ain't going to go on about it. I just thought I'd ask the question because I know a couple of guys, Scar and everybody obviously I've already spoken to, but what I mean by it is it's just nice to know if that's the general consensus so that you ain't going mad, like to think that you did wrong, if you know what I mean. When in reality it was just him just not doing what he does best, I think is the best way of doing it. I mean, you compare that to the Adventure Valley review, you wouldn't think that's the same person. Do you get what I'm saying? I thought it was alright, Phantom. You know, from a point of view of the performance, it was perfect, but I don't know. From an actual review and in respect of pieces, as in like looking around and enjoying the scenery, there really wasn't much of it, if you know what I mean. It was quick zoom through, next ride, quick zoom through. I mean, with the walk through down to the Haunted Mansion, and the fact that Reshade got rid of all the fireflies in the Slimer section, it just spoiled all the actual effects that I'd created light-wise, especially in the graveyard. The graveyard looked really bad, just dark. But anyway, let's put it this way. I'm not... These parks are now being built for me and me alone, and if anybody wants to review them, you're more than welcome. But I like this little building now, how that turned out in the last stream. I'm well happy with that. Suits that really, really well. I like it a lot. As long as you guys like the build of the park, that was the main thing, wasn't it? At the end of the day, you guys joined a journey that went from nothing to what it was in the end. It's very similar with this one. So I'm thinking that looks a little bit high, that water line. I think we need to drop it. We need to drop it to there, so that we get that little lip, basically. That's a nice depth off the edge as well. That's perfect. Okay. So. Now, I guess my question to you guys is, if you turned up a park and you saw a lake like that and you had to walk all the way around that lake to get to the other side, you'd be a bit miffed, wouldn't you? So I guess what we'll do in this one is we'll have a couple of bridges, one across here probably and one across here, just to give it that you know, you'll still have the full circle if you want to do that, but you got the bridges in case you don't want to. You know what I mean? You got the shortcuts. I think that would be a good way of doing it. Transport rides, guys. I need a transport ride to place down first, because the reason why Thunderland Adventure Valley didn't have any was because I built the park and then thought about transport rides. So, well, a circular one anyway. So do we go with another train? But the problem is with the train is it doesn't really suit the entrance. I don't know. I don't know what theming I'm going with the park. I think what I might do is just do a whole new, another Adventure Valley, but in a way that it's just different theming. You know what I mean? But I think a couple of bridges, just one across here and one across there, maybe. I mean, this lake may change shape. It may look completely different. I don't know. We'll see. But my same building process as always, guys. Build around the edge, major rides to the outside, and try not to put too much into the middle, just purely because of performance. But in this one, we're going to go a few more coasters and about 100,000 pieces, maybe 110, 120, subject to performers. Evening, Eden. How are you doing? You all right? But yeah, now that we got this in, I know I was going to go full realism park, but I thought, you know what, what's the point? Well, I wouldn't say it was rubbish, mate, but how can I put it? It wasn't really a review. You know, you watch Adventure Valley, and then you go back to that, and you think it's not the same person. It's not the same person that's saying all these things. It's a totally different person. And I mean, don't get me wrong, it was lovely when I got my CPU, but you know, you mention it and you get on with it, and you enjoy it, but you don't make a whole hour and a half video about a new computer, and that's what frustrated me about it. And I even tried watching Pixel's Continents Park, and it was the same thing. Exact same thing. And his dark rides were much better than mine, to be honest with you. But I tried loading Pixel's Park up on my PC, and I'm still at about 12, 15 frames a second. So it does show that his new computer is pretty amazing. It is, you know, if you've got £6,000 to spend on a computer, cool. Yeah, you can have that performance. But unfortunately, a lot of us can only upgrade one little thing at one time. So, yeah. What he needs to do is delete that and Pixels and actually do proper reviews. Proper grounded reviews on the parks, the rides, the feel, the touch. Hey, Joe, how you doing, dude? Yeah, I'm glad I'm back too, dude. I'm glad I found this little baby as well. So happy right now about that. But yeah, the review is what the review was. At the end of the day, I don't think it's going to get another 500,000 views. Let's put it that way. It's not going to earn him another, oh, what is it, £3,000-4,000? Not that I'm happy about that. It's a shame. But then he just focused on the wrong thing. You need to focus on the park, be him. That's all he needed to do, and unfortunately, he didn't do it. So no one else can be blamed for that. Yeah, the reshade was pretty poor on the dark rides, and that was one thing I was a little bit upset by, because it just totally ruined the lighting that I'd done, which frustrated the life out of me. I was watching it and I was thinking, it doesn't look the same, unfortunately. But hey, it is what it is. You guys enjoyed it. I loved building it, and I loved the feel it gave off at the end, and that's kind of all that matters, really. And it seems that whoever's downloaded it and had a go in it has seemed to enjoyed it, so that's the main thing. So at the end of the day, I do it for you guys to enjoy. It was nice to be getting good reviews from Channel 5, but ultimately that wasn't a review, unfortunately. Shame, really. Again, Eden, no plans, winging it, just like with Thunderland Adventure Valley. Just trying to make things look a little bit pretty at the minute. Trying to give this lake a little bit of a character. But yeah, pretty much it at the minute. I'm looking to put some rides in, hopefully this stream. So stick with me, guys, and we will get there. If I just want to... Could be a big park. Yeah, I wouldn't advise that, Darren, unfortunately, mate. My apologies. No, at the end of the day, it is what it is. He just, it is what it is. I mean, I don't know what else to say, really. I mean, it's unfortunate that it's that it was what it. How come I don't know how to put it. That it is what it is. I mean, it just is. You know. Guess you can't win them all, I guess, is the moral of the story. But you can only try. Why does it do that? That's what I will never understand. See, I just want to... Wait. Unbelievable. Figure all that out later. Where are we? So, terrain, no, like I say, it's just unfortunate. It is what it is, you know. Was I a bit upset by it? Yeah, because the worst thing is I can't watch it back. I just can't watch it. It's to anybody that's loading it up for the first time, it must be a difficult watch. But I just can't enjoy it, I'm afraid. It just doesn't hit me like Adventure Valley does, basically. That's unfortunate. But that's why that video has done so well, because it was him just enjoying a park. Nothing else apart from the park. But he just went in with the mindset of promoting his PC. And that was that. Shame that these things happen. Right. Nice thick. Yeah, it does a bit. Dang it. It does a bit, Darren. Yeah, I just find it really strange. You know, I guess the bit that gets me is that he says I'm one of his. And don't take this as being big-headed or anything, guys, but he stated at the beginning of his video that I was one of his most favourite builders in the community, and he couldn't even remember the name of the last build. And then throughout the video, he calls it Thunderland Magical Valley, and he even says, he goes, oh, I can't remember, it was something like that. And you're like, wow, okay, all right, that says enough. Thanks. I find that really hard to listen to when people say stuff like that. If you genuinely mean stuff like that, you'd know what you were talking about, and that's, yeah. Anyway, enough said on that one, I think. Upsetting, but it is what it is. Few seconds, guys. Right. I think how we could have a train. You know, if we are doing this as a city kind of walkthrough, we could have a train go through there over like a metal girder kind of, excuse me, Brooklyn Bridge style kind of thing, if you know what I mean. So we could do that and have the train station kind of like in that building, I guess. Have it come up through here and then come straight across here. But then you're going through buildings. Yeah, I mean, we can only see what's going to happen. We don't know, do we? I mean, they've pushed this Starfield thing. I've had a little watch of that, and it seems a good game, but it's not a very creative game, if you know what I mean. Just trying to think of these sight lines, guys, as we have the city in the background with coasters going through. So I think let's try and get a coaster in. Where's the boundary line? Yep. Really frustrating. Always the same. Never changes. It's a big ass lake. It should look good with stuff around it, I hope. We'll do a similar thing to like we did in Thunderland. Whether we'll do the fairy lights or not, I don't know. I might do. We'll see. We'll see. Where's the start? We all know that how Thunderland started. Adventure Valley. That started off with a very different lake and a very different design to what it actually ended up being. But right. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Right. I'm thinking you have to come straight out the station for a giga. You can't have a little whirly bit then. Mind you, I guess we could. But how am I going to do this? Neat, this bank and offset. I can never. Survival games, yeah. I want to, that sounds stupid, but I really want to get back into COD Black Ops 2, 1 or 2, I think it was. For the zombie games. I kind of really miss them. Kino de Totten and all that kind of stuff, you know? Ascension, if anybody knows of them. Work. Right. Yep, me and my mate, we met these two guys in America online, and we were playing Ascension, the rocket launcher one with the monkeys, and we literally started at like 7 o'clock at night and didn't finish playing this one round till I think it was about 5-6 o'clock in the morning. We got up to like level 50. And literally, when you're playing at level 50, you're going round that theatre through the entrance about, I don't know, 70, 80 times, killing them all over and over and over and over and over again. Unbelievable. I used to absolutely love that game. Right, do we reckon that's a big enough lift hill, guys? My question is, how the heck am I going to hide it? So my thoughts are is if I angle it a bit more so it goes up like that and then comes back round, it's not going to be such an eyesore. So we'll come back. Ah! Yeah, zombies, used to love it. Used to absolutely love that game. And the only reason why I got out of it is because, you know, times, troubles, last few years, had to sell PlayStation, etc. And just never continued playing it, to be honest with you, purely because of that. Restrictions. But, yeah, I'd love to get back into it again. Problem is, though, they still want... How much do they want? I can't remember how much they want for the game. I think it's still like £60 for the game. And I'm just sat there and I'm like, poof. Another 60 quid. For just zombies. Because that's all I'll be buying it for. I want to get up 500 feet. There we are. That'll do. I think that'll do. I think that'll do. We all know me and my giggers, guys. So what I'm going to try and do is have it kind of go along and scoop up and then come back round here and then come round, back round here and back through and then around here and in. And then everything else will be entwined with that and with themselves, I guess, like last time. So let's try and do this all the way up here. ...105 miles an hour. Should be a bit deeper than that, I think. The save, guys, sorry. I used to love those games. I think, and the reason I used to love those games was just purely because they were just so, not mind-numbingly repetitive, but just so mind-numbingly challenging if that makes sense. Like the same thing over and over again, but it got harder and harder and harder and harder and just never stops. They just keep coming. Left 4 Dead 2 was a great game. Never played it. Need to have a look at that. I've been trying to find games that have been like it because I've got the Xbox Gaming Pass, so I don't know why I don't use it more often, but it's because you have to faff about downloading everything, and sometimes it does take a while. Don't know if that's going to make it. It might do. Yeah, my partner's daughter used to like that. I've never played it. Oh, cool. Good golly, look at that. Shocking. I would have made it. Earth. What's that done that? Okay, easy way of doing this. Thank you. Oh, come on. Got up. Done. Is it 14? Good. It's moving. Oh, God, what is going on here? You can tell I haven't built a Giga for a good couple of years. Hey Bam, how you doing, buddy? We're back. I found the park. We're all good. Was upset yesterday. I'm over it now. Just. Oh, well, thank you, boy. Much appreciated. Glad you enjoyed it. It's a shame it was just you only saw the stars on the track instead of if it had had reshade off, it would have been a bit better of an experience, but it is what it is. But yeah, no, congrats to JJ on that one for the coaster. Sorry, Darren, I missed some of your comments, mate. Yes, Zombies was awesome. The one where you press the buttons in the right order and you see the full stuff. Don't know that one. I like the theatre one and the space one. The one with the wolves and the one with the monkeys. Both great. But yeah, I used to love those games. I'd love to play them again, but the amount it costs to get it online, you're better off going and buying yourself an old PlayStation from, what do you call it? Not Cash Converters, what is it? The CEX store. And get it for a £5 on disc. It's insane how much it costs. Give me a long old lift deal. That's in 3 times mode, guys. And at 14 miles an hour. 500 foot. Bang. Don't know if we need that bit. Mind you, what I'm going to try and do, I think, with this park is I'm going to try and do little like areas instead of having the entrance right up to here. Kind of have like a triangular section going off. So this will be like a rock worked area. You know, give it a little bit more life than we had in Thunderland Adventure Valley, if you know what I mean. Same kind of principle, but at the same time, just have the areas a little bit bigger. So you walk into them instead of walk through them, if you know what I mean. So yeah. Yeah, I just thought it looked pretty cool. Might a bit more coming out of the station, I think, just to make it feel a little bit more oh, is that lift hill? Mind you, I get a good view of the park, and then a good view of the outside. Good view of the park, good view of the outside. God, it's going to take for an age to get up the top here. Oh, was I adjusting the entrance speed, not the exit? Am I that much of a blind idiot? Ah, yes. Thanks, Bam. Oh, the things you miss, eh? Cheers, Bam. Appreciate it, mate. It would help if I press start test as well, wouldn't it? Yeah, that'll be cool. That'll do. Cheers, Bam. It is funny how you miss those things though, and you accidentally don't even notice you're doing it, and you're clicking it, and you're thinking, hold on a minute, this ain't going any faster, but you don't even notice. Perfect. Apart from, feels a bit. Am I going to be able to get this all? I am going to get this all the way around here, and I'm back round, surely. At 500 feet. Is that not as big as the one in the old park? Hmm. Nice. That felt quite good. A little click here and a little click there. Huge lift hill. No worries, man. Cheers for joining, Darren. I shouldn't have any issues. I'm pretty good at gigas. I just need to see what the speed is when it gets to the end of the track at the moment. If it's about 70, 80 miles an hour, we should be good. Fingers crossed. Struggling. Still quite a way to go. Okay. So it needs to carry its speed back, which basically means very, very strange. We just have not got enough speed coming off it. Interesting. Which means... Oh. Which means what? So these are too high? See if that makes it carry any more speed through. It seems a bit odd that we're going this high and it's not going that far. That's interesting. So, did I go taller in Thunderland then? I must add. Okay. And who knows what speed this is going to go up to now, guys. This is really weird. It don't make sense to me. I don't understand how it can be over 600 foot high and not have enough speed to do, unless, I mean, they're pretty high. But to come off there at 237 and only be 95 feet, that should be enough speed. I mean, it was 90 miles an hour coming through there, which was insane. Doesn't seem as fluid as the Thunderland one. Like, there's just something about these. Say that again. I've question, but maybe can you change the friction from the car to track? You lost me there, mate. 2 seconds, let me just finish this bit. Coast of friction. I didn't know you could do that. I had heard of something. Someone mentioned something sometime. I can't remember when it was. Probably do about 160 miles an hour going down this hill now. Hey, Colin. No, I had lost this park, my friend. I had a huge failsafe, but I did a load of research and managed to find an old failsafe that was hidden in my computer, and luckily I found it. So we're back in the game. Hold on. Sort out that first one. Oh, 40. Crikey. Right, we'll have to change that. Where was it? We did it. 0.8. See what happens. Yeah, I'm just glad I got it back, Colin. Yeah. I hate this game sometimes. And the worst thing is, the thing the game does is it wrecks your attitude towards the game. Because you get, when you lose something like that, it just, oh, brr. Still 140, crikey. $7G in that upturn, no, crikey. 7 sideward G, lateral, crikey. Oh, it carries the speed better. But does it? Look. Interesting. I just don't get why I'm not getting so much. I mean, we did have bigger hills in Adventure Valley. Let's just go and have a quick look. Bear with me. Let me just. Let's have a quick look because I'm confused to why what was it? I'm confused to why I can't carry the speed where I could in Thunderland. This is strange. I want to have a quick look how high I did that lift hill. It'll take a second to load up, guys. It won't take long. There we go. 3 saves. So that's now saved. Resume for 10 seconds in play mode. Let it do its sync. Yeah, it's not looking too bad. Apart from all those supports. Look good once we get some more hills in here and stuff. Foliage will work. More coasters in front, rides in front, buildings. It'll all start to pop. So let's go back to the main menu. Hopefully it does its sync and it doesn't mess up again. Cloud status up to date. Wonderland. We'll just check out the Giga, guys. I just want to figure out what I did and how I did it. Because it was... Oh, how long ago now? When did I do that? 2022? No. 2020. So that's 3 years ago. I probably built the coaster 2.5, 3 years ago. Hey, Caden. How you doing, dude? Cheers for joining, mate. Hope you're well. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed the park, Colin. I didn't think it was the best of reviews, but anyway. It was more about his computer than the park, but we won't go on about that now. We've moved on. But I don't think it will get as many views as the last one did, and the reason being is the last one he actually got his head into the park and he was going around the park and enjoying the views and everything. With this one, it was, yeah. He couldn't even remember the last park's name. I'm one of his favourite builders. Nice one, Johnny. I'm glad it got a review. It's just frustrating that the last one was so good. And I don't believe that was to do with the park. I just think it was obviously the occasion of obviously his computer. So. I mean, don't get me wrong, when I got my 4080 I upgraded and I told you all and I was like, wow, it plays this better, plays that better, plays this better. But we just kept on playing, didn't we? But anyways. And just to kind of counter some of his comments actually, saying that I was constricted in building what I was building because I was doing Disney. There wasn't an ounce of constriction whatsoever. When I decided the way I wanted to go, which was that Disney kind of layout, because the reason being was that every building was individual. There was still that pure creativeness that I enjoy. Nothing was the same, you know. Space Mountain looked like Space Mountain, but I wasn't restricted in how I did it because I did it how I did it. And same with the castle, same with the Fantasyland area. You know, like I said to all you guys, when I did the speed builds, it was all about trying to mimic the look, not actually recreate the look. And I think he got it right in respect to sometimes it could look better than Disney, if you know what I mean, because it was plankified, but they were kind of the only positive bits I got from it. But yeah, I was surprised by Little Dragon. I couldn't quite get how he enjoyed that one so much, but anyway. It would have been nice to have seen Big Thunder at night time at that speed and graphics and everything. It would have been pretty neat, because I think that's better at night time than it was in the day. But I haven't messaged him since, but he hasn't come back to me, so don't know what's up with him. Where are we? It's funny, I've got a ton of Theme Maker Toolkit and the frame rate goes down. It's amazing. Right, so how high was this thing? Because this doesn't make any sense to me. So it's not 160 foot, because that is there. So I need to get rid of this terrain. 36 down to there. So we are higher. That's the issue. I had much bigger swoops, less angled going up and down. So this is a quick ride just to remind myself. Open. Just to remind myself, guys. If I didn't have all the Theme Maker toolkit I have in at the moment, I'd probably get about 10 frames a second better. I've probably got about 1,000 pieces of Theme Maker at the moment, so. I don't think I changed the friction on this. I don't think I had the ability to. Yeah, no, 1. See, it's there. Yeah, 1. Gonna have to chop this out again now, isn't it? Ooh. The thing I don't understand is we're doing 50 to 70 miles an hour, we're doing 35 now, but it feels so much quicker than that other coaster because we've got so much stuff going past us. So we're doing 86 now, down to 60, 50 when we hit that, but it feels like it's moving so quick. So we're actually doing not much that different, to be honest with you, just the angle of the first couple of hills really. That's interesting. So 60, 65 is okay once you got theme in against it. So yeah. There you go, guys. Any requests? Anyone want to go on anything before we log back in? Anyone, guys? Hey, Highsmith, how are you? Welcome to the stream. We're just popping back into my old park because I'm just confused why I can't make my Giga work as good as I did do in this park. Actually, I'll tell you what I will do. Let's just blueprint it because then what I can do is figure out how I did it. Can I build a Disney-style park? I'm laughing because I just finished one, my man. Oh, load Disney. Oh, bear with us a second then. Let me just save this. Give us 2 seconds. New park coaster. It's not, it's Adventure Valley coaster. Yeah. I liked how that came out in the end. That worked really well. Let's just double check that's done what it's needed to do. It's also because I've still got all of Z4's blueprints. So, 2 seconds. Just unsubscribe some of these because the problem is all the stuff you have on the hard drive tries to load itself. as you saw, the menus take absolutely an age to load. My computer's pretty good. So, 2 sets, guys. Right, you want to load Magic Kingdom. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Cool, whilst it's loading, I'll just grab a drink, guys. Have a quick look around that, and then we'll get back to building. Didn't think I'd be opening it up so quick. Back in 2 seconds, guys. I'm back. Sounds good, mate. Good luck with it. The only thing I'd recommend is a mouse and a keyboard, wireless one, to play it with, because it's easier to play it with than a controller. And the cool thing is, I have linked up my Xbox controller to my PC now. And I've also downloaded my Xbox Ultimate account, so I can now play all of those games via my PC. I had a little look at Farming Simulator earlier. Interesting game. What else? I don't know. Might start playing zombie games and stuff like that. Who knows, guys? Have a little bit of a laugh every now and then. But the reason why I did it was because my steering wheel only works on my PC. It does not work on my Xbox. So I thought I'll just see, because I think Forza Motorsport 7 or 8 is coming out in October. What is it? Because the steering wheel is not compatible with the Xbox, I thought, well, I might as well link the Xbox account to the PC, and then providing they upload the PC version, I can play it. So it's coming to Game Pass, so I thought that'd be quite cool. And I've downloaded, because I managed to figure out how to unlock the second half of my M.2 drive today. So I've now downloaded Dirt Rally, Wreckfest. So if any of you guys play any of those games on PC, let me know, and we can obviously get together and have a little run around. Drove 3,000 miles yesterday on Euro Trucker, which was interesting. I didn't play with the wheel. I just used mouse and keyboard. I literally had only opened it up and done the tutorial, I think it was, or started the tutorial, but that was it. So yeah, what do you guys want to have a little butchers at? One thing I did do, which I didn't show you guys, I put these electric pylons in it was about last week, just to give it that extra little touch, which happened, which worked well. The only thing I noticed in the review, these bottom ones, there's a gap, so bit of a shame. But yeah, it was just when he come in here, he came straight in here, he didn't look around, he just went straight up to the entrance, straight in, moaned that I put it in night time, and then missed all this. I love this entrance area, and with the old B-Day, as Phantom calls it. Thunder Mountain. We'll do nighttime because he missed the nighttime perspective of this. Sorry my computer's running so bad. I just want to show you, literally I have all of this theme maker toolkit in my thing, and half of it isn't mine. So that's why we're lagging a tad, guys. But yeah, you guys didn't get to see this at night time, which was a bit of a shame. We didn't do any of it at night time, actually. So let's perfect with the train going through. Train exiting the station down the bottom here. The shop tower going up and down, mine shaft. And then you'll have Big Thunder come around here eventually with Haunted House in the background. There's just so much going on, that's what I love. And it was lovely to see people in the park. You know, with no frame rate loss. I mean, that was pretty amazing. The graphics that he's got, I mean... See, I prefer this without reshade. I think that looks absolutely stunning without reshade. I know I've got RTX, but all the same. I don't think you need reshade for that. And the problem was it just made it so dark. Such a shame. But it is what it is. One of those things. There you go, guys. Any tips for the theme parks to give them that Disney vibe like you did? Tips as in what to have a look at? I don't know on console because console's very different. I do know on let me try and I'll grab the link for you. There's someone that's just completed a Disney area of a park on Instagram. And I know that's on console. Bear with me a minute. I'll just see if I can find them. How do I go to my lights? Bear with me a second, guys. I'll let you enjoy the ride. So yeah, I found it. Here it is. Paste. It's not working. Paste. There you go. They're called Coaster User, and they've made an absolutely beautiful detailed version of Behind the Castle at Disneyland Paris, and it really does look stunning. Genuinely stunning. And this, I think, they've done it on a one-on-one recreation, so it's pretty much identical to what the real life thing is. And I'll tell you what, you see it and it just looks unbelievable. I think they've just uploaded it to this Planet Coaster replica is now available for download on the Frontier Workshop for PlayStation. I don't know if you can link that over to Xbox or not. I don't know if they're the same. I don't know how it works. I only know how it works on PC and all. I love how it looks in here. It's a good job we didn't do it at night time, actually, because it's probably because it's so dark you probably wouldn't have noticed anything. But yeah, there we go. That was the park, guys. And also, he never went inside the castle. And he just totally skipped through all this. And like he said at the end, he goes, oh, I didn't realise there was rides in here. Well, he should have had a look round, you know? Enjoy the park. Enjoy the scenery. The vibe. But anyway. I think it's a cool looking park. I like it. I love it, actually. I think it came out so well. Anyone want to have a go on anything else whilst we're at it? I just love like that view with Space Mountain in the background. And that's what makes the park feel real. Like when you come around the corner here and you got the castle in the background. It's just, it's always there kind of thing, you know, in the teacups with the castle. You have a look on Google Street Maps and plump yourself right here. That'll look all so similar. And that was the only objective of the park, really. And that again here, I put signs everywhere saying best at night time, and he just totally ignored everything. And this section here, he would have just absolutely fallen in love with if he'd have done it at night, because it just looks so much better. I was going to do a fireworks show, but it how can I put it? It lags it out completely. I think I did do one, or did start to do one. Disney fireworks. There we go. Are you ready for my little fireworks show that I did? Just sort out. Hold the line. Right. Done. Okay. Do this again then. Right. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Slight overlap in audio. Apologies. And that was where we got to before it started to bug out. So, to be honest with you, I probably... excuse me. I could have probably done it. Sorry, guys. I just took a drink. It went down the wrong hole. And it just really started to bug out. So we decided not to, so that people could enjoy the park. Because by me putting this down, I've lost 2 frames a second. So it's frustrating, but it is what it is. If I were to actually line it up properly, a little bit more sense. Excuse me. But yeah, no, good little fireworks show, I think. I'd love to work for them. Problem is, I've got no degrees, I've got no nothing, and I only know how computer games work. So that's why I don't do it for a living. This is a blueprint, most of the main street. I added a load of stuff to it. Because I didn't want to spend 2 weeks. I did an original build that just looked a bit too big. It wasn't detailed enough for the kind of scale I've done the park on. So I borrowed it and added to it, basically. But I totally chopped and changed it around, added a load of shops, detailed the crap out of it, added the bins. The bins you can only get on PC. So yeah. But it was like Space Mountain. Look at all this in the dark. How different and better. Like with the people mover going around. How it looks at night time. And look, you actually do get to see Space Mountain without reshade. So annoying. So annoying. But this just looks epic at night time. Absolutely epic. I love it. This feels like more like Disney, this bit, than any bit of the park to me. Especially when you got peeps in walking around the bottom, etc. It just works so well. But anyway, there we go. So, anyone want to go on anything else? Anyone? Any offers, guys? Cheers, Bam. Appreciate it, dude. But that's what I love to hear, because the thing is it is Disney, yes, but it's not. It's nothing like Disney. All this is totally different in real life, totally different. But it has the vibe, it has those views, it has the you know, the touch of it. Nothing's the same. Absolutely nothing is the same, apart from one thing. This building here, this tower, this outbit here. That's exactly the same, pretty much. Are a few little bits of details that I've just added in just to give it a little bit more depth instead of it's a plain. But that building there is pretty much identical from this tower across to this corner here. And I've tried to replicate the vibe inside with the chain linked railings where the stroller parking is and everything. And then you go into the cobblestone jails. They're not jails, but because of the cobblestone it feels like it. You know? And then as you come around the corner down to the ride, It just feels like you are, well, you know, that you are getting on Pirates of the Caribbean, and that was the only objective, was to make it feel like it. It's nothing like it, but it feels like it, and that's what I love. You know. Right, okay. But it's like this. I love how the boat comes out the, when it gets there. There it is, where is it? There it is. It's so cool. This is so good. I love it. Yeah, we better ride on this. And that there, Darren, is what I totally agree with, mate. Totally agree with. Hey, Steffi, how are you, stranger? You all good? Good, that's what we like to hear. Steffi, I've said many a times in the earlier the stream, it is what it is. It's a shame. And it's a shame for Johnny, to be honest with you, because the reason why the last video got so many views was because he was totally consumed by the park. He only focused on what was in front of him and he enjoyed the whole thing. And if he had done that with this, it would be as popular as his other video. But I think unfortunately, because of how he went about it, everybody has said the same thing, which I'm extremely appreciative of, because I thought I was the only one. You know, when you kind of build something and you kind of think, crikey, that was, that is what it is review wise. But I did feel a little bit let down, to be honest with you. It's frustrating when you put so much time into these things, but it is what it is. You know, at the end of the day, he said some positive things for the things he did notice. But it is what it is. It's frustrating, but at the same time, you know, it's like all the sounds, everything, like the phone boxes ringing, the traffic, you know, the alleyways, the way they look. I mean, maybe I'm overthinking things or stuff, but I thought people would love stuff like this. You know, the general feel of it, the fact that the coaster comes in and out, there was none of that looking around, seeing it, it was just straight in. Oh, let's put it in dark mode, yep, day, night mode, yep, cool, right, okay. And then he just started talking about how he was going to render everything and the programs he's using, and you're just like, okay. You know, I think that's a pretty epic area. It may only be a small little kind of thing to skin the coaster, but, you know, I don't know. Maybe it's just my thoughts. Annoying. But I need to keep quiet, to be honest with you, because obviously future reviews potentially. So, but I think the general consensus is the same, and I think the view count is showing that as well. But anyway. Anyone else want to have a go on anything else? Maybe a better ride on Haunted Mansion. And why was he calling it the Midnight Mansion, by the way, guys? Is the one in California called Midnight Mansion? I thought it was this. I thought it was what's on the screen now. But maybe I'm wrong. But it was like how he came, you know, he kind of drew in, had a look and everything, but I think this is stunning, and I couldn't give a crap if I built it or if someone else did. I would totally adore this. You know, I mean, look at that. I'm not trying to be big-headed at all, guys, but I just, the look of that is just phenomenal to me. It is. I'm sure it's generic across the branding, but. No, it was like when he come in here, it was like, oh yeah, that ghost, and he just zoomed straight through, didn't look, and I thought this would entice people to enjoy it and have a good look around, you know, and like the stairwell, I mean, I put so much effort into that to make the atmosphere feel right, you know. But anyway, here's what it is. But then the funny thing is, the thing I didn't think anyone would pick up, he picked up on the sign, which I find incredible. You know, or maybe one way to look at it, which I suppose is a positive, and I did say this to my other half when I was building this park, is that everything is done so cleanly and so well that it feels real life, and you kind of disregard how good it feels, if you know what I mean, because it feels like real life because you're so used to it. Do you get what I'm saying? But then maybe that's me just making up a pathetic excuse to counter what happened. I don't know. I don't know. But it is what it is. Phantom Manor, is it? Yeah, I don't know. I thought they were all called the Haunted Mansion, but Anyway, enjoy the ride, guys. Anyway, there we go, guys. And he totally missed this building. It's a good job there wasn't a ride in there. I just love how chilled out this is in here. Yeah, you notice it, Steffi. It's just the little nods, you know, like the partner statue at the front here. Little partner statue. It's not the best one, but it does the job. And then the little plaque at the front, which he totally missed. No worries, dude. But yeah, we'll be doing some stream in the old dirt rally. It plays really, really well, and it looks stunning. And then you got the old fast pass kind of detector things and the bins. Basically, they're kind of actually the only Disney things in the whole park. You know, it's a bit like Sony Eclipse. You know, I just used the alien in the game and just made the stage look very similar to how his setup is really. And even made the keyboard for it and trimmed it all up as well, so it really does look quite all fully done, you know. And I love the way I did the chair as well, similar to how his was or is. And then the restaurant, I just went my own kind of thing really, just wanted it to look colourful but futuristic. Speedway, I love Speedway. This is very similar from pretty much this view about here. That's pretty much identical in the way that the queue goes up. Obviously you have the 3 ramps in real life because you have the different style cars, but I did the 2. And then you have that kind of NASCAR banked oval bit at the beginning, which is all there. So it's, again, it's just having those elements that make it what it is really, guys. You know, I think, like I said about a year and a half ago, I just built this car park, this ramp. One of the first things I did in the park was built this. I just built this tunnel with a bus coming out of it. That was it. And then it just went from there. And I built this entrance, and I thought to myself, I want to berm all this off. So I done all the fencing, trees, and then the train station went in, and I put a train in, and that was it. There was nothing more to it. And then it turned into this, you know. Never started out as a Disney build. Had no intention about building a Disney build, and then I genuinely can't quite remember. I think I saw it was Coaster User who I posted that post in Instagram earlier. They were building the castle for Paris, and I was like, wow, that looks amazing, and it really, really does. And I thought, you know what? Let's just build a main street. And I did the main street, and then I put the pond in, and then I did the castle, and I just thought, I don't want it. I want it to be similar. So when you look at it, it's very similar, but it's not the same. None of it's the same. But it just has that vibe again. And just having the work, the upright little castle points and stuff just around, it just gives it that vibe. You walk across the bridge in real life, and on the left you have the character meet and greet that goes up the side of the castle. But because of the way the paving is in this game, it would have taken up too much room, so I just stuck it here, just as a space filler, really. You know, you got Casey's hot dogs. There's a hot dog stand in there. So again, Planko version, but it's the same. You know, but then this isn't Disney at all. This is just me. This is me being me as a space filler. It was the same with the Dueling Dragons. They were, and I don't think he was that impressed by them, which I thought was quite interesting. I thought they were quite good. And again, Goofy's Barnstormer, basically. But I haven't got Dumbo in there. I haven't got Cartoon Land, or whatever you want to call it, Toonland. You know, it's all extremely different to what it is in real life. It just looks very, very similar because of the way that I've done my build style against how it is. You know, but like this isn't real life at all. Called it Adventureland. And I've called this the Jungle River Rapids instead of the Jungle River Cruise. And it just has that vibe, that mental association with the feel. And it's the same as when you come into here. you know, as you walk past the Tiki Tiki room on your right hand side and you come around, all this comes into view. And it just reminds me so much of it. Now this is done. This is finished. There's no more. I thought about doing a Christmas overlay, but then I thought that would just be repetitive. Maybe I should do it. Maybe he'll do a Christmas video on it then, and it'll be a little bit more more interesting video. I don't know. Because I do like doing a bit of Christmas. I think it looks quite cool. I love it. But yeah, that's the park, guys. So I've been going through this now for about an hour. Crikey. But no, it was, you know, I think it would look good. I mean, for instance, like this would look insane. You could make this look like totally unreal. You could go with a small star hanging up here. It just adds so much to it. I absolutely adore these reefs. I thought, do you know what, we were talking about it yesterday about doing a Halloween build before I realised I'd lost the park. And then I just totally switched off to it. But I think I'm a bit late. I haven't got enough time on my hands to be able to do a Halloween park. And like you could have the... How cool does that look now? Oh, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful during the holidays. Let me show you something. I'll do it real quick. That'll make this look so cool. That's just a bit too big. There's Christmas at Disney. How cool does that look? Okay, where's the Xmas tree gone? Or am I blind? Is it holidays? What's it under? It's a Christmas tree. What's it? There it is. Blind as about. Wrong one. Oh. Feeling Christmassy already. How freaking cool would it be if we had the fireworks going off now, guys? You can have presents all around here. Didn't think I'd be doing this evening. So if it's a bit boring, guys, I'm quite enjoying this. Here's Kayla. Amazing what 2 trees can do, eh? Look at that. That's one big autosave, guys. Blimey. Right, I just need to pop to the little boy's room. So I'm just going to let it run through just for a couple of minutes. I'm just going to make a drink and grab some food. I'll be 2 minutes, guys.
Dusso even Milane also say la vajolo.
Say a bella hase for who's repet.
Your build time a fire on bitch your ass.
Fellas bejiden set TMN.
You have to say a double nail lanu. TMN and Janilane with that's the pella hood.
Sonnet's good 40s. Tendus a deuce one?
It is equals for food. Samu room tipe.
Lamu Zamala. I don't want a romance. But Lama the Fumamel. Stanley a beer now. Misa. Imalani Munintella Nebit now. Sometimes it's a Lisa fight the panny. The province is speller in Latin. Lam Haboops and Muzo. They grew in Pluva Leisure Tottenham. They drew an off. Ian often leaves Varafai Yaras. Bruce better put up Sapi Sentir. I can't say for myself.
On the Tazao? What's it happen with the second?
Right then, guys. I'm going to stop the stream there if that's all right with you. Only reason being is I've just come over extremely tired. And it is 1 o'clock in the morning here. So I hope you enjoyed that little Christmassy touch to that. I wonder if it... What do you guys reckon? Do you really think I should do it? I mean, it kind of works. Or is it a whole new... What I was thinking of doing originally was putting like loads of strands of lights on here. Just to make it look like it's at Christmas. You know, where they have the strands of lights. I don't know. You guys need to let me know, really. But is it worth doing? I don't know. We're at 130,000 pieces already. I mean, it would only be worth doing if you had a computer like mine or Johnny's, basically. A quick look where we did get to. I don't actually remember where I did get to in the end. But I hope you enjoyed the stream anyway. We've been going for 3 hours straight. So, first stream in a while, guys. But I am back to work Tuesday evening. So, tonight in my time. So, I'll see what I can get on and with whilst in between work and not work. Depending on how tired I am, guys. That's the reason why I haven't been streaming, because I've been so absolutely shattered. So my deepest apologies. Plus with the issue with the park yesterday. So. Okay, 128,000 pieces. It's not too bad. But yeah, guys, thank you for joining the stream. The only thing I ever ask, smash that like, be very much appreciated. It just gets the videos out there a little bit more. I know we've ended up back in FMK. I think I will save it like this, but save it as a Christmas file. And if there's a demand for it, or if I get a day where I can't be bothered to do anything apart from do something like this, I'll do this and then put it out there for everybody to enjoy, really, I guess. Yeah. Who knows? But guys, thanks for joining. I'm going to leave it there. Hopefully you guys are all caught up with me in the stream. But, yeah. Signing off from MFK, which I didn't think I'd be doing this evening. So, but we'll get the new park coming together. However that's going to go, I don't know. We'll see. I'm a bit confused why that coaster isn't running as well as it should be. But we'll get Thunderland coaster in there, see why, how, what, where, and how big the actual original Thunderland coaster was. Because that may be the issue. Maybe it isn't as big as we think it is. You know what I mean? So we'll see. But no, guys, thanks for joining. I wish you all a good morning, day, evening, afternoon, sleep, wherever you are in the world, guys. And I'll catch you all very soon. And thanks for sticking with the channel. And my apologies for yesterday's language in my updates. But anyway, you know what the game does to you sometimes. Anyway, guys, thanks to all the new subscribers as well. And catch you all very, very soon. Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.